Right, here we are guys. This is the desert that I was telling you guys about. It is absolutely huge. Plenty of sand around here, so let's just get digging some. There's also a lot of oil around here as well, which is pretty sweet. We may use oil at some point. I can't remember guys, did I actually pick up cactuses when I came here to get rubber? Because I don't know if you can see it from here. I'll try and show you. But just at the end of this desert, there is actually a big swamp. Oh, and guys, please let me know what these are. I have no idea what these are. These are pretty cool, but they're obsidian totems, apparently. Yeah, I want to show you the swamp, just in case you guys think I was lying. Yeah, as you can see, it's just coming onto the map now. It's just over there. You can see it spawning in. That's where I got the rubber from, about 2 or 3 episodes ago. So I'd like to get maybe 3 or 4 stacks of sand. Right guys, there we have it. We actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks of sand, which will last us a really long time, which is really cool. Oh, also, I don't know if you've noticed on the map, I've actually done a marker called lava, and I'll explain what that is actually when I get back to our house, because it's fairly close to our house. Also, what the hell is the difference between a saguaro? Don't know guys, saguaro cactus and a normal cactus. Is there any difference at all, or is it just a different variety? That's simply it, like, I'm not too sure. Right, so I think I'll speed it up or either edit it out, so I'll bring you back when we get home. So guys, we're almost home now, and I'm going to explain what this lava sign is. Some of you might be wondering why the hell I've marked it. So roughly about by here, actually no, exactly on this block, there is an absolute ton of lava down there. So what I thought is I'd mark it, and if by some chance we get to build a pump fairly soon, we can actually suck all the lava up from the bottom of Minecraft and store it maybe in some tanks or some... I'm not too sure what we can store it in at the moment. But that'll be pretty cool, so we don't have to keep going back and forth for lava. Because these tanks are good, but they're only a temporary solution to what the problem is, which is actually getting a sustainable, maybe unlimited amount of power. So here we are guys. And let's put this sand safe before we die, knowing our luck. Here we go. Right. So let's put it in this crate right here. There we go. We actually need... how much pieces do we need? So there's 6 pieces of glass should be alright, I think. So let's put it in our furnaces. There we go. And there we go. Yeah, this diamond pickaxe we're just going to be using for obsidian at the moment. So we'll keep it in there. And now, hopefully, once this is done, we need 4 pieces of obsidian per tank. So let's use 8 pieces. And what was the pattern again? I can't actually remember the pattern. So it was... right, a cross of glass panes, and then on the outside is obsidian. Fairly easy. Right, so glass panes, I believe, is just like that. There we go. Nice. So it was a cross of glass and obsidian on the outside, I believe. There we go. Yeah, nice. So we actually got 2 tanks per recipe, so we got 4 altogether. Right guys, so I'm going to show you exactly what these tanks do. For that though, I've got to go and get some lava, so I'll bring you back when I get near the lava and I'll show you what these brilliant tanks do. What is going on guys? Welcome back. So I've only just placed these here just for the time being, so don't worry. Yeah, so like I said, I've got lava now. I didn't show it on camera because it's really flipping boring. All I did was get a bucket, place it in, place it in, place it in, place it in. For every single one of these, it was really dull and boring, so I decided not to show it. Other than that though, everything is cool. So let me just show you how cool these tanks are. So, for instance, if this is a normal tank I filled up with lava, when I break it, boop, it would completely be empty, and maybe the tank would break as well, and the lava would definitely disappear. With these, however, when I pick it up and place it back down again, let's place it somewhere else. Let's place it, I don't know, well, this is place it back there. As you can see, it's still got every single drop of lava in it that it had before. So that is really, really sweet. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. It is night for some bloody reason. I thought it was day. Let's take a quick nap. Right, so also guys, what I've done, I wanted it to be day to show you this. Some of you might have noticed by now. Boom! I've changed our roof. I want this Minecraft series to be the best it can possibly be, and to start that sort of oh, wait a minute, that doesn't quite match. Yeah, I like it. So what I've done, like I said, I wanted it to be the best Minecraft, and to do that I needed to change the roof. It was absolutely disgraceful. I've changed it, and I think it looks more like a natural roof now. I've added a chimney in. Well, that's what we call them anyway. I don't know if you call them differently, but yeah, I like it. It looks much more natural. I tell you what, guys, let's take all this food. Look at all this free food everywhere. Oh, and we haven't harvested these for a while. Nice. Right, is any falling in? No. Cool. Is there any more free food? Right. Oh, look at our crops, guys. These also need to be harvested. But like I said, I think it looks much nicer. Look at all these tomatoes. Are these tomatoes? And strawberries. Oh, lovely. Right, let's take all these. Nice. Like I said, guys, I do want to build a sprinkler as well, which will greatly increase the rate of how these, the speed of these crops growing. Let's plant all of these. I want wheat more than anything else at the moment. Where is my strawberry seeds? There we go. And let's have some raspberries. There you go. Nice. Okay. So like I said, I didn't want to show that lava bit on screen. Recorded it because it was really boring and dull. Also, guys, right. So I built a couple of machines, and I'll explain why I haven't done this on screen as well. Let me just find my food. I gotta start labeling these chests or something. We really start to rack up the food now. We got. Ooh, let's put our coal back in it. Right. So what I've done, guys, is I've actually built. I built the generator. No, that's a different one. I'll show you guys that one in a minute. Right. No, I haven't got a generator anymore. So what I've done, right. Now we have lava, which. And we had the materials available to craft a generator. But the problem with that is the lava does not work in a generator. It only works in a geothermal generator. And here we go, guys. This is how you make it. It's 2 empty cells, 4 pieces of glass, a generator, and a iron casing. So what I did, guys, is first we needed to make an empty cell. And to do that, you need a metal former. So I made a metal former. Let me show you how I made it. It's really simple. It's 2 toolboxes, which are bronze iron cases, which is really simple to make. All you do to make bronze ingots is to put 3 copper with a piece of tin, and you will get bronze ingots. And then to get these, you just simply put a bronze ingot. You can either put them in a pattern like this to get a plate, but that's just waste. All you need to do is to put 1 bronze ingot in with a forge hammer. I'll actually show you here now, guys, just in case any of you didn't know. So I've got a piece of bronze here, and what happens if you put the piece of bronze in with a forge hammer, boom, you get an iron plate. And if you put that in again, you get a bronze iron casing. I'm not going to do that because I don't actually need one. So what I did, guys, I placed our generator here. I made the generator, I placed it here. And I also made our macerator, and I placed it by here. And what happened then, I turned some ore into crushed ore, which literally, so say I put 5 pieces of iron ore, I would get roughly about 10 pieces of crushed iron ore back out. So technically I'm doubling my intake of ingots, because as soon as I get that crushed iron ore, put it in a furnace, turns it into ingots. So I did that off camera simply because there was a lot of waiting around for things to smelt and back and forth, just waiting. It was a real pain. Like I said, when we get back into the really cool machines and really more advanced machines, I will start showing all that. But like I said, I like to keep my episodes at about half an hour's length. And to do that, I am going to need to cut out some boring bits. So what I did then, once I got all our parts, is create the metal former. And once I had the metal former, I could make the empty cells. And to do that, all you simply needed to do, if I go back to the geothermal generator, the empty cells, all you need to do is put a tin plate in a metal former and you get 3 empty cells out. And I believe, yeah, I still got 1 left over. And then I made the geothermal generator, which is a really, really cool machine because it's exactly the same as a normal generator. But it uses lava as a power source and lets you turn lava into energy pretty much to power machines. So I did all that off camera. Oh, I also filled in this because it looks much nicer. That was the whole point of me putting this little gap thing by there. So yeah, we've actually got 3 machines now. So we got a geothermal generator, a metal former, and a macerator. I've also been looking at these things, if I can remember how to spell it. There we go, right, dynamos. Yeah, there we go. So we can build a steam dynamo and a magmatic dynamo. These two are a bit more advanced. We can't actually build them at the moment. But a steam dynamo is really cool. So it generates energy, redstone flux energy. But it requires water and a solid fuel. So in other terms, it needs to be pumped in, water needs to be placed in it, and it needs coal. I don't know if you can use wood. I have never tried it, but it's quite a good tool. And the difference in that is that instead of producing, because I believe, yeah, the geothermal generator produces EU energy. And these dynamos produce RF energy, which is redstone flux. And I like to have both sort of energy, so I like to have EU and RF. But this is the one I've been looking into building, which is a magmatic dynamo. And all this requires is hot fluids. So it doesn't need water. And all it needs is hot fluids, which is lava, which obviously we can get now. So that's what I've been thinking about building next, just so we can have some redstone flux energy. And to make that is a bit more complicated. Redstone transmission coil, really simple. Silver ingot with 2 redstone. This is where it gets a bit more trickier, which is invar ingot. I don't actually know how to build these. So make these, sorry. So what we need to do is get invar blend, and to do that we need iron dust or iron powder, which is really easy to get. I think you just put an iron ingot in a furnace and you will get iron dust or iron powder back. But the other one we needed to get is pure nickel dust or pulverized ferrous dust. Yeah, something like that. So we either need all pure nickel dust, yeah. So it's a bit more complicated, and then you get 3 invar blend, and you put that in the furnace, and you get invar ingots. So we're not going to worry about it at the moment, but that is definitely something we're going to build fairly shortly. What the main problem is now is with the geothermal generator, you need... I feel like I want to be really organized in this series, guys. I don't want to just be stuff all over the place on wires and cables, and I've said this before, mess everywhere, which will definitely happen with Feed the Beast if you're not very organized. Ooh, let's take these. So what I want to do is build a nice building where we can house all of our machines and all of our lava. and just use that building purely for machines, sort of like a factory. And I've actually been thinking about building it into that mountain. I think they look pretty cool. And then when we eventually get more like automatic mining gear, such as turtles and quarries, it can sort of be a factory leading into a mine, which I think will be pretty sweet indeed. So yeah, guys, that's the whole focus of this episode now, is trying to figure out what we're going to build and where we're going to build it, so we can place our lava in there and place our geothermal generators and start producing some serious energy. Oh, and also we're going to build a sprinkler, just for good measure. So yeah, guys, I'm going to take a look around a bit, and I'm going to come back once I've finally figured out where I want to build this place.